So what I'm going to talk about tonight are 4 simple success steps that will help you to create your dreams. Now, I mean this. This is so simple. In fact, tonight it's going to really look very simple because I'm not going to get into the details of it, but there's not much more to this. It's really just helping people to understand the process and to actually do the process. Because anytime you have a system or a process, if you don't use it, it isn't going to work. If you only do one of the steps, success is probably not going to happen. And I think with our vision of 2020, that we can become stronger in expressing what's possible for people and show them the way. They're going to have to make the choice of doing the system and doing it in the way that can create success. But what I believe is if we can help them define what they want to accomplish and help them to see the possibilities of working together with us to make that happen, more people will be willing to do the system and to learn it and to teach it. So we're going to go over this really quickly. First step, and I call this the GIA experience. And this just simplified everything for me, because when you look at what's happened over this last year with all the success stories that we have, they're all GIA experiences, and many of them happened with people who weren't even on our team yet. They experienced our products. And so the idea is to invite people to the GIA experience. And so there's several ways that we can do that. We can invite people to a product demonstration, and this might be a home meeting where someone's invited to a home meeting. We get together a group of people, and of course we're going to talk about GIA and we're going to demonstrate the product. And we're finding that when we invite people to a home meeting and we're demonstrating the products and helping them to get an experience at the event, for example, putting a smart strip on or putting a smart circle on, or having them drink the water and then doing the demonstration, by the end of the meeting, they've had an experience and they're ready to join the team. Now here in Henderson, that's happened every single time we've had a group get together. Somebody's come, we discover what their issue is, we put a circle on it, and by the end of the meeting, they're fixed and they are totally excited because they've heard the whole story at the meeting about what's possible. I don't know how to stop that from happening, so we're just going to have to live with it. So the other thing that's part of the demonstration or part of the experience could be Operation Hydration, or put a circle on it. Many of us have had some really good success of letting people try the products out. And so it's a combination of these. Some people will just get excited just from a demonstration or coming to a meeting. Some people might have to use the products to get that experience. But the whole concept is the GIA experience, helping people to experience the GIA products. The next thing is I just put a little information about inviting. Of course, it's just simply sharing your story, inviting your contact to experience GIA, and invite them to a wellness gathering or set an appointment to do a demo and deliver eye water or any other products that will help them to get experience. Hey, Donald. But the idea is helping them to experience GIA. That's the key. The next part of the process, number 2, would be the presentation. The first thing I have up here is the most important, and it will be part of what we're going to be doing in the 2020 mission and vision, is that we're going to be having home wellness gatherings. I can tell you, like I said, every time we've had a home gathering here, people are joining because they're experiencing the product, they're seeing other people who have had results, and people who have had experiences with the business. But a presentation could be an online video presentation. You could use giafreedom.com. It could be a DVD, a CD, a SoundCloud recording file, or even the Facebook story groups can be part of a presentation where they're gathering information about what the products are doing for other people. So step 2 is a presentation. And it's, like I said, when I first started talking about this, we can't leave this out. If you have someone who wants to build a team, they're going to have to do this. They're going to have to do the system the way it's laid out. The next is follow-up, and follow-up is everything, and of course it's a phone call, it's a 3-way, it's a text message, it's Facebook Messenger. There's many different ways for us to do follow-up, but it's probably the one thing of the system that people leave out. I mean, I know a lot of people who love the idea of Operation Hydration, and they go deliver the water. They don't do any kind of a presentation, they never follow up, and they wonder why it didn't work. Well, we know why it didn't work, because they didn't use the system. And let me tell you this, what I believe is if we begin to use the system as it's laid out, with the product demonstration, helping people to experience GIA, you're going to find more and more and more and more success happening. And by the success happening, more people will want to use the system to kind of get what you have. And so it's going to be really important for those of us on this Zoom tonight to really begin to use the system correctly and do it the right way. So step 3 is follow-up. And then step 4 is really just helping your contact become a happy customer, a consultant, or referral source. And I can say in almost every case, the people who have done the system, who have done the steps, have created a customer, a consultant, or a referral source, especially if someone has gotten a result. They've come to a meeting and gotten a result, or if they've used the products at home for a period of time and gotten results, they're going to do one of these things. And either one of these are great. They're great aspects of your business. To be able to share a story and to have someone be willing to refer someone to you is almost as important as somebody joining you for real. I mean, it can really launch your business. And so it's all about sharing the GIA experience. Now you might be wondering, the people out there, do they really need what we have? And I know that some people do wonder that. Are our products necessary in people's lives? And so some of you may have seen this post I did on our Facebook page. And I did some research to find out what the marketplace for GIA looks like. And so I'm just going to go over these pretty shocking, I think, these pretty shocking numbers. Fun facts about the GIA market. Energy healing, which is what we're part of, is due to become a $210 billion industry by 2026. That's huge. Over 38% of all adults use complementary and alternative health solutions. 27% of all adults have chronic back issues. Now chronic, I mean, I use the word chronic, but there's a lot of people out there in that percentage that are even worse than that. 75% of adults are chronically dehydrated. 76% of all workers report being tired on the job. 40% of them say they fall asleep at least twice a week. 40 million people suffer from joint issues. 6 billion mobile phone devices worldwide right now. 22 billion Wi-Fi devices are due to be in use by 2021. Guys, we have the products that can help all of these areas. And there's probably some areas that I didn't even get into that we can help with. So the chances of someone who experiences GIA, experiences our products, the chances of them getting a result because of the focus that the company has given us with our energy products, our ERT products, are really high. And so I think you can see by this Vision 2020 and then taking a look at the simple system that we're going to be promoting, it's going to be pretty easy for someone to be a leader of a large team in GIA. Let me open it up and see if there's any questions about any of this so far tonight. Anybody have a question? Good to see you, Donald. I mean, what do you think about this?
I think this is it. I think when you see these needs, I'm sitting here thinking of those numbers and the type of relief that people are looking for. I mean, even a 25%, a 10 to 25% amount of relief of those folks, some of those issues is a huge amount, and our products actually in many cases eliminate issues. So
I think that's a really good point about the amount of relief someone gets. And we all know it. We've all helped people to feel better, and that's wellness is more. That's what wellness is more is all about. And in many cases we do. I mean, we get miracles in some cases, and we get a little bit of relief. And any relief with someone that's suffering is positive. And Donald, you already know this because of what you do, right?
Yeah. Actually, I just did a full home Sunday. We went through the house step by step and took care of everything. And the coup de grace, the thing that was the best or finished with was the smart meter, the Defender. And they both said, the grandmother and her granddaughter both said that they felt the difference. The whole home felt differently for them. So it was very valuable, and it's valuable to me.
So they experienced GIA right there on the spot. And I think that's the thing that I think over this last year, more than ever, we've had those experiences over and over and over where people are experiencing our products pretty fast, right? Kezzy, I mean, you're having that happen to you nearly every day now with, demonstrating the back brace and some of the other products.
Even I took pictures, and I'll take more, but even dropping my mother off at her salon that she's been using, I don't know, 30, 40 years. And they absolutely adore her there. And I purposely wore my body brace there, and I think 3 people already, I only talked to 2, they're lining up for it. It's just, I just wear it, I say, here, put it, and they want it.
I think over this last year, we have been evolving, helping people to discover products, and now we're seeing the result of that. And now I think with the vision of 2020, as you're helping someone to get an experience and you share your purpose, your mission to expand your team, to take these products and technologies to the world and let them know what's possible for them. And as we all work together as a team to express what's possible all the time to people, so much so that it just becomes part of who you are. It's almost like you cannot not tell someone what's available here at GIA Wellness because of all the things that have happened over this last 10 years. You just can't not do it. And so my goal now is, as we've talked about this tonight, well, I did record it, didn't I? Yes, I did. I recorded this tonight. And so I'm just going to suggest that maybe get back in and take a look at this 2020 vision and mission and really pull it into your heart. And then reach out to the people on your team. And Sue, you and I talked about this today. I said in part of the mission, there are hundreds of thousands of people who have become customers and joined our team over the last 10 years. Many of them have no idea who we are today. They have no idea about Wellness is More. They have no idea about the products that we've developed that are allowing us to help people to experience GIA. So maybe it's time to reach back and just let them know where you are going as their team leader. Where are you going with GIA? Where are you going with the other leaders that are in GIA, and how you can help them even more so than ever to create and reach for their dreams as they join our 2020 mission. I like that idea, Sue, a lot. Sue Johnson, what are you thinking?
No, I can't find the unmute button quick enough, bless me. I'm so on board with this, John, as you and I talk about it every day. It's how I was introduced to GIA. So it's always been in my heart, the abundant side of things, the freedom and flexibility that has been in my life over the last 6.5 years just speaks volumes to what we can do with this and where we're going with this. And I think sharing the stories as we are has just made such a difference in how we've evolved. I'm super excited. I'm on fire.
Well, I think, does anybody else have a comment before we go on? Ming?
I just want to say really what it's about too. It's about living the way people want to live in the 21st century with freedom, flexibility, making an impact, doing something that's important, something that's significant in helping and serving others. And so that is just, I mean, as Alfred would say, it's served up on a silver platter for folks who really want to experience that kind of flexibility and freedom in their lives, doing something that's critically important.
I agree, 100%. I think now, I mean, really, this is the first group who's been introduced to this, the Mission 2020. And so most of you are leaders of an organization on this tonight. So what we're going to do as we move into the rest of this year and into 2020 is that we're going to have trainings every single Wednesday night to teach people the nuances and the concepts of building a GIA organization. So not only will we have the mission and the purpose, we're going to have the way. We're going to show people the way to do it and help them. And of course, they're going to have to take responsibility to do the things necessary, and that's okay. I think it's important for us now to reach out more than we've ever done before, to go find those people who will help us with our Mission 2020, the ones who have a spark. Maybe they're in your organization already, but there are tons of people just waiting for us to come along who have some of the stuff that we talked about in terms of how they can use our products, but who will be interested to know that you are on a mission, that you have something for them, who will want to come with you because you're going. And we're going as a team. And so whatever you can do to grab this and put it in your heart so that it just oozes from you. We've already done that with the products. We all love the products. Now it's time. It's time to have the other side of GIA, the abundant side of GIA, catch up and really start to impact the world like we know that it can. So that would be my request for you. And finally, it's going to take promotion on your part. It's going to take promotion because this is different. We've kind of coasted along this last year and not really talked about the opportunity of GIA very much. We've really focused in on getting those product stories and sharing this from a product point of view. So now we have to make that shift and put more emphasis on being able to express what's possible for people and invite them to be on a Zoom like this, to invite them to plug in to what's available at GIA, because if people don't plug in, I'm just going to be honest, I don't know one person, and they may be out there, but I'm talking since 1995, 96, I don't know one person who's not plugged in to what the company is about and created success. But it's going to take us to take responsibility and be promoters of possibility. So much so that people will want to be with us here. And they're going to want to invite their people to be with us. Does that make sense to all of you? I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I am so ready to take this company, to have this group, our field, to take this company to where Alfred and Linda know it can go. They've done everything to give us the tools. Now all it is just up to us to take a hold of it and do the things that we know for sure what to do, and then just teach others. Any final thoughts from anybody? I hope you're ready.
Shared, when I came aboard, that was what you shared with me, John, that painted the possible picture for me that caused me to move forward. And until you were able to speak with me, that idea or possibility was latent. It was something I was interested in, but it was going to happen someday. And you helped me visualize that and see that it was now. But you didn't push it. You just asked questions. So it's very good.
I think you're right. We did do a lot of that, and I think it's helped us to get to where we are today. And everything is an evolution. And when you look at any company, any successful company, I don't care what industry, it's an evolution that they go through. They don't wake up and they're all of a sudden a success. They go through and they do things year after year, and all of a sudden they look like an overnight success. That's where we are. We have done the things necessary. We have stuck together as a team. We're still here because we knew that this would happen. We knew it would happen sometime. It just happens now, and we know it. And we have this natural thing that's happening in a month and a half, our 10th anniversary. It's the perfect time now for us to make this transition. And by the way, the transition isn't going to stop us being fanatical about what our products do. Without that, we wouldn't have this opportunity. We're going to still do that. But those of us who have the spark, those of us who have the desire, we're going to go out and light the fire in other people to go help us to achieve this mission and purpose. Ming, you have something?
Just want to say this is it. Thank you so much, because we have the mission. Really what it's about is understanding the mission and that vision in ourselves, and going out and finding out what people are seeking in their own lives and helping them see the same thing, and then teaching them the system by which they accomplish it, and being with them and being beside them every step of the way, to ensure that they at least have the information, because we know that this is, this is a business where people don't necessarily have a boss. So it's learning those skills, that kind of fortitude, and really plugging into the resources that are available and knowing learning how to do it and being successful, helping them with their successes and celebrating their wins. Thanks, John.
You bet. Well, I hope you like the idea about, oh, Kedzie.
Yeah, one more thing. First of all, it's great to see Donald and Sandy on here and everybody. I really wanted to publicly thank Donald for being so committed, because we did, as a group, probably more than a year's worth of Eric Worre every Monday morning, right after the Monday call, boom. And, you know, I personally, I took it to heart, and I really wanted to apply those things and integrate those things we were learning. And I know we talked about that a lot lately about Eric Worre again. I just know that in order to really, you know, move ahead, we have to be able to integrate. You're putting down the foundation. All of this may be a particular language, but then there's dialects, let's say. You know, there's different ways of the same thing. It's a personality thing, a feeling thing, but the foundational piece, this is what we're starting with. And then however it might integrate with each leader, each person, as long as they're doing the foundational steps. You know, I love a certain kind of dancing. Another person, you know, I don't like reggae music too much. I hope I don't offend anybody, but I love other kinds of music. There's all different kinds of music, so we can integrate these foundational pieces in the way that it resonates to us, as long as we, you know, capture it in a duplicatable way. So just kind of honoring Donald for really sticking to that and helping us all grow that way. And I would encourage us to continue to do that in whatever way we can. Go Pro. There you go.
Pro. Yeah, Donald, we're going to be using Eric Worre very exclusively and intensely as we teach everybody the concepts of network marketing and how to build an organization. I'm going to leave you with this. Eileen made a comment. I don't know if you got a chance to read it, but what I'm seeing is that she really likes the idea of wellness warriors. And Sue and I talked about that today, and I think I really like that. Wellness warriors out there helping people to be more, to have more. Wellness is more. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. See you.
Thanks, John. Thanks, John. Bye, everybody.